Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Tishan. Thank you very much. And I want to start by thanking and recognising a few people. I wanted to thank George and say, how good is George Christensen? How good is he? What a great guy. I loved his line there, unborn lives matter. If only we thought of that last year. We might have been able to have this rally last year if we'd used that term. We might have been able to actually come out and congregate like some others did at the time, but we actually protect life. We support life, so we didn't have this last year. And I also want to say thanks to my colleague Amanda Stoker. How good is Amanda? She's fantastic. In my view, she is the best redhead in politics that we've got. She's up against another redhead this year coming up, the election. And don't forget, don't forget, as much publicity, as much as you might like, Pauline Hanson, Pauline is for euthanasia. Pauline supports euthanasia. She said it in the Parliament. I was sitting there one day and she gave a speech in favour of it. So when you come to the next election, you're talking to people, make sure they know that you want to have members of Parliament that are going to protect life, fight for life and support for life. That's what we need. And we need Amanda in the Parliament. And I really want to thank you all, and thank Tishan in particular, but all of you that have supported the Cherish Life cause. I saw the effort you all put in last year at the election. We really appreciate that. It was a bit disappointing, I know. We wanted a different result, but it's so good to see you out all here after that fighting for it. But I actually think, in a way, the election wasn't as bad as we thought, or at least the result of it, how it came about, wasn't as bad as we might sometimes think. Because I was on the booths a lot at the election last year, and you know what I heard a lot? I heard, Anna saved us. That's what they all said. All the Labor MPs say, Anna saved us, right? Anna saved us. What did she save us from? Well, what they thought and what voters thought, she saved their lives. That's what they thought. Right or wrong, they thought she saved their life. And so last year's election really was an election about life. People kind of love their lives. They want to protect their lives. They want to fight for their lives, and they're happy to bear quite large costs to protect lives in our society. So we all shut down. We shut shops. We shut schools. We stopped people coming to Queensland even for health services to protect life. Remember, we were all told to flatten the curve. We had to flatten the curve. We had to flatten the curve of coronavirus infections by shutting down. Well, someone's got a sign here that I saw before. They don't have it up at the moment because it's a bit tired. It's an hour in, I suppose. But someone has a sign here which says that since the Queensland government introduced their abortion laws, abortions have gone up by 58%. They've gone up by 58%. There it is. There's the sign. 58%. There's a few of them here. Lots of them there. 58%. That's not flattening the curve. That curve hasn't been flattened, has it? Right? And what we're here to do is to flatten the abortion curve, right? That's what we want to do. Because I don't want to look. We're so lucky. We're so lucky in this country that coronavirus hasn't taken hold as many other nations. We can still see it on our TV in other countries now. But I believe those, as George said, those unborn lives are just as important as the elderly lives we're protecting in aged care homes. And we should here now send out a strong message that we have to flatten the abortion curve and reintroduce sensible restrictions to Queensland laws on abortion. Because don't forget how radical these laws that they've passed are. The law says in black and white that a medical practitioner may terminate a child after 22 weeks. That's what it says. And we all know, I know you know here, but it's really important you make sure other people know in your lives know that a baby at 22 weeks, we know that baby sucks her thumbs, she clasps her hands, she closes her ears at loud noises, she feels pain. When the heart beats, yep. When any surgery is performed on a fetus at that age, anaesthesia is delivered, but not in an abortion. Not an abortion. Apparently, the pain relief and the issues there aren't important. Well, we do need, as George said, to fight back against this. We do need to push back against these radical laws. And with George going there, or George saying he's going, I'm committing to you here that I'll take over his bill, if he does go, and make sure it continues a life in the Parliament, because we have to fight back. But I'm hoping I don't have to do that, because we all want George to stay, right? George is going to stay. He's going to stay. He's going to reconsider. I hope so. I really hope so. He's doing great work. And even whether he stays or goes, I'll give you another commitment today, because another thing that I've seen happen since these laws gone through, I saw some comments from a Dr. Chris Malloy, an IVF doctor. And he said that he has patients who have told him, admitted to him, that they have terminated pregnancies after they've had the gender of their baby revealed. And that is wrong. We all know this. Everyone knows that's wrong. The other side know it's wrong because they deny it even happens. But we know, as we heard from the previous speaker, we know it happens. And so I will not only pursue George's bill, I'm going to introduce a bill into the Parliament that will say there should be no Medicare funding of sex selection abortions. Now, that's what we should do, because your taxes should not go to fund other parents trying to choose the gender of their babies. Right? That shouldn't happen. And I reckon we've got a chance here, because I think even the lefties will support us, because I'm told now by these lefties that I get to choose my gender, not my parents. They don't get to choose. I get to choose my gender. So if that's the case, we shouldn't be funding parents being allowed to do that. We shouldn't be doing that. So... Now we have another fight, of course. We've got another fight that you're all out here for. It's a great turnout. It's fantastic. It's a huge, huge turnout to see this. And we have another fight here to make sure these euthanasia laws don't come in. We fought and defeated those in Canberra a few years ago with many good people in the Labor Party supporting us. So we need to cultivate those. You need to talk to your Labor friends, because we'll need their support to defeat this bill here in this Parliament. Because really, when you think about it, the people pushing these euthanasia bills often say that they want to give people the right to choose. They want choice. They just want people to be able to choose. Now, really what they are saying, some of them what they are saying is they want to force people to choose so they don't have to provide. That's what they're doing. Because we've heard about the inadequate funding of palliative care services in this state, and particularly in my areas like Rockhampton and Central Queensland. Let's get that right first, right? Let's give people the choice to die with dignity in a proper palliative care home and fund that. Fund that. That's what needs to happen, and that's what we need to fight for now. As I said, we won this fight in Canberra, so we can win this fight in Brisbane. So thank you for all coming out here today. We now need to go and march and make our voice heard. All right, tell your friends, tell your family, because we can win these battles. We do win these battles when we turn up. Thank you so much for your support, and God bless. Thank you.